Yeah, so I documented my week to see how cool I am. Turns out, not that cool at all. Might seem cool to others, might seem boring and stupid to most, but as long as I'm happy, right? That's all that matters. So Mondays, I go into work, take that GO train. Thank God I'm in Milton, so I get that first one. I'm on the first train. Because I was in Brampton for a little bit, and anyone knows when you live in Brampton, you have to stand for the majority of the train ride. So when you're standing there, it's like 6:30 in the morning, and then you're standing for an hour, 40 minutes on the train like an idiot. It's not a good experience. It's terrible. I hated every train ride. So I'm glad that I'm back in Milton, first train on the route, hop into any seat I want. Any seat. I have the picking. I usually like to choose because I don't like to sit near people or talk to people. Like, I want to be alone, and I want the most amount of space and the least amount of interaction. So I choose the seat, and if you ride the GO, I do the one at the cart when I can find it because I don't know how to do it yet. But when I do find it, it's the one that's on the second floor. There's the first one that you get on, then there's that second tier, then there's the third one. Okay, so that second tier one, and then you go to the back there, and there's just the wall and the two seats. So I choose the two seats, but I sit in the aisle. So my plan is that I make that other seat slightly less desirable because I'm already there, kind of taking up space here against the wall. So that's my plan when I get on the train, is to not sit beside anybody, but it is what it is. Also, when I ride the train, all I basically do after reading is listen to music. Mainly, it's just a ton of aggressive hip hop. And then I look out the window and I try and find cool spots to go and take photos at, which I haven't actually gone to any of the spots that I look on the train or I find on the train. But I'm going to try and start doing that. Because there's a lot of cool, interesting things. It seems like I have to hop a lot of train tracks, which obviously is illegal. So I'm going to try and figure out how to not do that. But that's basically the goal when I ride the train. And then when I was walking to work, I saw the sign. It was like, falling ice. And it's just like, when I see that sign, it's like, what do you want me to do with that information? Like, what do you want me to do about that? Because this building is like 50 stories, okay? And you want me to watch out? I'm gone either way. If that ice is hitting me, we're all done. So put the sign away. We know what we're signing up for when you walk down in the city. I don't understand why there's the sign. That's just me. Who knows? I'm an idiot, but. And then on Tuesdays, so I'm training for a marathon, and I can confirm that training for a marathon it's the worst. If you haven't done it, and you're looking into running a race, I mean, good luck. Kudos on you. I'm telling you, it sucks. It's not fun. I'm signed up for the Toronto one in May 7th. In September, I did the 10K, which was great. Took me like 3 months of training just to get to that point. Ran in October, November a little bit. In October, I did a half marathon, but just by myself. Almost died. I will talk about that later. I didn't almost die. I just mean it was the worst experience that I've ever had on a run. And so I took December off, and I was like over the Christmas holidays, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm sitting there. I'm feeling good about myself. I'm trying to get back into shape, working out, I'm like not smoking. I'm not drinking. I'm trying to do all these like things for my health. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm lying on my wife's. Let's clear that up because she's going to watch this. My wife's, parents' couch. So my in-laws, I'm on their couch watching a show. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm feeling good about myself solo. I'm just by myself. I'm not talking to anybody in my mind. And I'm like, I'm feeling good. Let's push myself. I'm going to sign up for a marathon. And I'm going to be honest, I regret it a little bit. Like there is like a massive amount. Like if I was out of 100%, 96% of the time, I hate it. I'm running 5 to 6 miles 3 times a week during the week. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm running 5 to 6 miles. That's like 8 to 10K. Okay? It's ridiculous. And I do that, and I work out too, because obviously I'm vain. A lot of vanity here, okay? And yeah, so I work out, and then I go run, okay? I'm tired. And then on Sundays, I got to do this big run. Like, like this Sunday, I'm doing 21K. Like an idiot. Just by myself. Like, I'm just running outside for a half marathon by myself to train for a full marathon. It sucks. It's cold. It's not that fun. I obviously, as you can see, I took some shots of me running. You can see by this angle as well that like I'm so uncomfortable that I'd rather make myself look ugly. And I'm not saying I'm no Idris Elba, obviously, but he is someone who I would probably put myself in the category of that I look like. No, I'm just kidding. Jesus. But I put the camera like on the machine, and that up view of myself is just like, it's brutal. It's a brutal angle, and I gotta figure out how else to like film this like journey without looking like an idiot. So I'm gonna try and figure that out. And Wednesdays I do sewing classes. Yeah, that's right. I sew on Wednesdays. I go to this lovely woman, Althea. Look her up. She teaches me how to sew. Got a good group. And we hang out and we sew. So I've done pajamas. I didn't really measure too well. These definitely look like they could run a line, like, fit on a linebacker. Legs are like this big. And so I was gonna go get them, but I didn't. But they're sweet. They're awesome. So now I'm working on a t-shirt. I think the next thing I want to do is like a jacket. I'm just gonna play around. I like fashion. I like to look nice, and I want to know how to make things, and make my wife stuff, and wear some custom stuff. So whatever. I'll keep you updated with the sewing classes. I'll try and film some of that without being too embarrassed. What is it? Thursday I had off from work, and I went to the mall. And I hate the mall so much. I hate every single mall ever created. I think they're the worst things on earth. Beside bees, I hate them all. So my wife and I went to the mall, and I mean, it couldn't have been a worse time for myself. I mean, she had a great time. She got a bunch done. I got nothing done. But that's what you do. When you're in love, you do a bunch of stuff that you don't like for someone that you love. And I love my wife very much. But I hate them all. And she likes it. So we go. That's what we do. But yeah, and then Friday was my dad's birthday. And like, me and this dude, we went to the AGO. And it was a great time. We had a good time. I don't know, he's a painter. He does a bunch of art. I'm trying to get a little bit more into art, trying to, make some pieces and whatnot, trying to figure out what type of art I want to make, maybe combining a little bit of like my photography with some painting or screen printing. Who knows? I have no idea what I want to make. Listen, even if you're not an artist, you need to go to an art, like a gallery, a museum. Just go. You're going to be inspired by something. You're going to find something that's cool. You're going to just be like, this is incredible stuff. And I think if you are an artist and you don't go, because I just find myself like not going that often. Maybe I go like maybe once a year. I need to go like once a month. I need to go roam and be around art way more, and not just like watch it on TV or on like Instagram or YouTube or anything like that. Like, no, going and actually seeing art and being around it and just seeing it in full size and actually like taking it all in is very important. So that's a maybe another a little goal of mine to do more this year. So great time. Awesome elevators. The elevators are cool, but everything else inside the AGO is fantastic, and they're actually really kind there, and it's a beautiful designed museum. So go. And it was also like negative like 1,000, so that sucked yesterday evening. So yeah, windy, not great, but it was good when we finally got in. And tomorrow I got a big run, and it's gonna suck. Tomorrow I gotta run 21K, and I have to make a good time because it's gonna go on an app and where my friends can see it. And if I don't have a good time, then I'm gonna feel like garbage. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good week, and hopefully I'll make more of these, because honestly I had actually a pretty good time recording this. A lot more pleasant than I thought it was gonna be. Like, yeah. Peace out.